Gunaramita Vishake Vishavanudadi Navashashileke Lalita Shakti Gunaramita Vishake Hey Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Jaya Oh Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Jaya Karunam Kurumai Karunam Varite Tanaka Sanatana Vanita Charite Karunam Kurumai Karunam Varite Tanaka Sanatana Vanita Charite Hey Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Jaya Oh Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Jaya Translation Jai Radhe Bhajure Mana Shinandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindure Bhajahure Mana Shinandanandana Abhaya Charanara Vindure Gulava Manava Janam Satsange Gulava Manava Janam Satsange Taro He Baba Sindure Taro He Baba Sindure Sita Chapa Pachavari Chana Edina Jamini Yagire Sita Chapa Pachavari Chana Edina Jamini Jagire Vifale se vinu kripana dora jana. Vifale se vinu kripana dora jana. Tapala chukalava lagire. Tapala chukalava lagire. Etana yovana puja parijana. Eteke ache para chitire. Etana yovana puja parijana. Eteke ache para chitire. Kamala Kamala Dala Jala Jivana Tala Mala Kamala Dala Jala Jivana Tala Mala Vajahu Hari Pada Nitire Vajahu Hari Pada Nitire Shravana Kirtana Marana Vandana Pada Sevana Dashyare Shravana Kirtana Marana Vandana Pada Sevana Dashyare Pujana Saki Jana Admani Vedana Pujana Saki Jana Admani Vedana Govinda Dasavi Dasare Govinda Dasavi Lashare Translation.
Just worship the lotus feet of the son of Nanda, which make one fearless, having obtained this rare human birth, cross over this ocean of worldly existence through the association of saintly persons. Both in the day and at night I remain sleepless, suffering the pains of the heat and cold, the wind and the rain. For a fraction of flickering happiness, I have uselessly served wicked and miserly men. What assurance of real happiness is there in all of one's wealth, youthfulness, sons and family members? This life is stuttering like a drop of water on the lotus petal. Therefore, we should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Hari. It is the desire and great longing of Govinda Das to engage himself in the 9 processes of bhakti, namely hearing the glories of Hari, chanting those glories constantly, remembering him, and offering prayers to him, serving the Lord's lotus feet, serving the Supreme Lord as a servant, worship him with flowers and incense and so forth, serving him as a friend, and completely offering the Lord one's very self.
Jai Govinda Das. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Upijana Balava Girivardhari. Jaya Gopijana Balava Girivardhari. Yashoda Nandana Ajajana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Ajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari. Translation.
Krishna is the lover of Radha. He displays many amorous pastimes in the groves of Vrindavan. He is the lover of the cowherd maidens of Raj, the holder of the great hill named Govardhan, the beloved son of Mother Yasoda, the lighter of the inhabitants of Raj, and he wanders in the forest along the banks of the river Yamuna.
Om Jnana Timirandasya Janagana Salakayam Chakshus Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Yapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Upakara Maya Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yatavar Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatan Sagana Raganatan Vitam Sajivam Advaitam Sarvarutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karana Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanastuta Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Taruvasya Vipasindu Vayevacha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavevyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 7, Text 6. Maitreya Uvacha Tada Sarvani Bhutani Tada Sarvani Bhutani Shutva Midus Tamoditam Shutva Midus Tamoditam Prati Ustatma Bistata Prati Tustatma Bistata Sadhu Sadvi iti atar Bruvan Sadhu Sadvi it atar Bruvan Maitreya Uvacha Tada Savani Bhutani Shutva Midustamoditam Pratitustam Madbhistata Sadhu Sadvi iti art Bhuvan. Bolo. Tadat Savani Bhutani Shutvani Mistudoditam Ritustatma Bistata Disadu Maitreya Vacha Tadat Savani Bhutani Idhamistustamoditam Pratistutatmavistata Sadhu Sadvi iti artha bhavan Maitreya Vacha Tada Sarvani Bhutani Shutva Midustamoditam Paritustatma Vistata Sadhu Sadvi Utatpava. Mataji's. Dasavani Bhutani Shutva Buddhistamadita Paristutatma Vistata Sadhu Sadi Itutato Bhavan Maitreya Vacha Tada Sarvani Bhutani Shutva Tudistadonitam Adhistutatma Vistata Sadhu Sadvi Tuvadhuja. Maitreya, the sage Maitreya, Uvacha said, Tada, at that time, Savani, all, Bhutani, personalities, Shutva, after hearing, Midustama, the best of the benedictors, Lord Shiva, Uditam, spoken by, Paritushta, being satisfied, Atmabhi, by heart and soul, Tata, my dear Vidura, Sadhu, Sadhu, well done, well done. Iti, thus. Ata Abhuvan, as we have said. Translation. The great Maitreya said, my dear Vidura, all the personalities present were very much satisfied in heart and soul upon hearing the words of Lord Shiva, who is the best amongst the benedictors. Report. In this verse, Lord Shiva is described as Midustama, the best of benedictors. He is very quickly satisfied and very quickly angered. It is said in Bhagavad Gita that less intelligent persons go to the demigods for material benedictions. In this connection, people generally go to Lord Shiva, because he is always quickly satisfied and gives benedictions to his devotees without consideration. He is called Midustama, or the best of the benedictors. Materialistic persons are always anxious to get material profit, but they are not serious about spiritual profit. So here we see a little bit about the nature of Lord Shiva. Therefore, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says he's the source of Shiva and Brahma. So we want to keep that clear, although he can give benedictions, but he doesn't give spiritual benedictions so easily. So rather we go to the Vaishnavas. The Vaishnavas can give us spiritual benediction very readily. They're eager to do that. They're looking, they're canvassing to give benedictions. Unfortunately, people are not very interested in the spiritual benedictions because they think this world is all in all, and they identify as the body as the self. Everybody's thinking, I'm man, I'm woman, I'm Jewish, I'm Muslim, and it's deeply rooted. Even intelligent people, they can't get past that bodily conception of life, and therefore we see there's always so much upheaval. I heard a commentator who I respect, a Jewish man, I forget his name, but he's younger man. But he starts out his speech, he gives a 20-minute speech by saying, I'm Jewish. And that's what everybody's thinking. And therefore there'll never be peace. You're not Jewish. You may be, you may have born in a Jewish family, or you may even follow the Jewish, but really you're a spirit soul. This they don't know. You're the spirit soul in that body. They take the body as the self. Maybe a little extended, but the same disease is there. Therefore they can't make a solution. They can't give up hatred of each other. I remember as a child, my mother was talking about the Jews and the Muslims, how they were fighting. That's 75 years ago. Same thing is still going on, 75 years. They haven't learned to tolerate each other because they're very much, so much attached to the bodily conception of life. Therefore it's hopeless. They can have United Nations, peace conference, it won't bring about the real solution. The real solution can only be brought about by putting Krishna in the center and chanting the holy name of Krishna. And why we say Krishna? Because that's his original name. That's his name that best describes him. What does that Krishna mean? It means the all-attractive one. Even the atheists are attracted to defeating him, like Kamsa. They also can't give up Krishna. The atheists also, when they talk, they're always talking about how there's no God. They can't stop talking about God, but in a negative way. Why? Because Krishna is in the center. He is the most attractive. Next paragraph. Sometimes, of course, it so happens that Lord Shiva becomes the best benedictor in spiritual life. It is said that once a poor Brahmin worshipped Lord Shiva for benediction, and Lord Shiva advised the devotee to go to see Sanat Goswami. The devotee went to see Sanat Goswami and informed him that Lord Shiva had advised him to seek out the best benediction from him, Sanatan. Sanatan had a touchstone with him which he kept with the garbage. On the request of the poor Brahmin, Sanatan Goswami gave him the touchstone, and the Brahmin was very happy to have it. He now could get as much gold as he desired simply by touching the touchstone to iron. But after he left Sanatan, he thought, if a touchstone is the best benediction, why has he kept it with the garbage? He therefore returned and asked Sanat Goswami, Sir, if this is the best benediction, why did you keep it with the garbage? Sanat Goswami then informed him, actually this is not the best benediction, but are you prepared to take the best benediction from me? The Brahmin said, yes. Yes, sir. Lord Shiva has sent me to you for the best benediction. Then Sanat Goswami asked him to throw the touchstone in the water nearby and then come back. The poor Brahmin did so, and when he returned, Sanat Goswami initiated him with the Hare Krishna mantra. Thus, by the benediction of Lord Shiva, the Brahmin got the association of the best devotee of Lord Krishna and was thus initiated in the Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Yes, so we should get initiated into this chanting of this mantra. That way the chanting will have effect. It'll have some effect even if we're not initiated, but to get the ultimate goal, Krishna has established the parampara. This is Krishna's plan. He came to reestablish it when it appeared to be lost. So we have to accept the method of approaching Him through in the way He desires. In other words, we've turned away from God because of our envy of Him. So now we want to come back. We want to give up that envy. Then we have to accept the system that Krishna has introduced, and it's called parampara. We can't jump over and just say, now I'm your devotee, Krishna. No, that won't be so pleasing to Him. Those who claim to be my devotee are not my devotee. Those who are the devotee of my devotee, they are my devotee. That's in the Adi Puranam. So this is the system. We can't make our own system. Although the chanting will help us, even if we're not initiated, but still, we won't get the desired result. The desired result is, we go back to Godhead. Desired result, we get full Krishna consciousness. Okay, any questions, comments? Do one more. Text 7. Tato madvam sam atmatriya sunastriya sahashibi bhuyasta deva yagyanam samadvad vedaso yayu. Translation. Therefore, Bhrigu, the chief of the great sages, invited Lord Shiva, thereafter I should say, thereafter, Bhrigu, the chief of the great sages, invited Lord Shiva to come to the sacrificial arena. Thus the demigods, accompanied by the sages, Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, all went to the place where the great sacrifice was being performed. So, this is what's required. Sometimes, even great sages like Bhrigu make mistakes. That he didn't think it was necessary to invite Lord Shiva. He neglected him, insulted him. And so he had to suffer. But now he's come to his senses and he's inviting Lord Shiva. This is required. Of course, our yajna is to chant Hare Krishna, and then everyone is invited to that. We canvass, please come and chant with us. Here's the invitation. We meet every Sunday. This is our yajna. So why not take it? Purport. The whole sacrifice arranged by King Daksha had been disturbed by Lord Shiva. Therefore, all the demigods present there, along with Lord Brahma and the great sages, specifically requested Lord Shiva to come and revive the sacrificial fire. There is a common phrase, Shiva hina yagya. Any sacrifice without the presence of Lord Shiva is baffled. Lord Vishnu is Yageshwara, the Supreme Personality in the matter of sacrifice. Yet in each yagya, it is necessary for all the demigods headed by Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva to be present. So how is it that, are we inviting Lord Shiva and the demigod? No, but the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is inviting them. He's inviting everyone. We read Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his bhajan to what's the name of the bhajan? Where he invites everyone? The marketplace. No, I'm thinking about the one. It's in the songbook. Narada Muni Bachavina Radhika Ramana Namane. Do we have that? Yeah, it's in the songbook. I'd like to have it translated. That it shows how Lord Shiva also joins in. You want a microphone? Is there a microphone?
When the great soul Narada Muni plays his veena, the holy name Radhika Raman descends and immediately appears amidst the kirtan of Lord's devotees. Like a monsoon cloud, the holy name showers nectar in their ears. All the devotees, due to great ecstasy, repeatedly dance to their heart's content. All the people of the universe become maddened upon entering this intoxicating shower of nectar. Some people cry, some dance, and others become fully intoxicated within their minds. Lord Shiva, embracing Narada Muni, repeatedly makes loud screams of ecstatic joy, and Lord Brahma, dancing very ecstatically, says, "All of you kindly chant Hari Bol, Hari Bol." In great happiness, the thousand-faced Ananta Shesha chants Hari Hari. By the influence of the transcendental vibration of the holy name, the whole universe becomes ecstatically maddened and everyone tastes the mellow of the holy name. Thakura Bhakti Vinoda, the humble servant of the Lord, says, "The holy name of Krishna has fulfilled all my desires by vibrating on everyone's tongue." Bhaktivinoda therefore prays at the feet of Sri Rupa Goswami that the chanting of Harinam may continue like this always.
So this is the Lord Chaitanya's movement. The Brahma and Shiva are mentioned by there. They are also there in ecstasy. Okay, one more verse. Vidhaya Krishna Yena Chatat Yad Aha Bhagavan Bhavaha Sandadhu Kashyakayena Svananiya Paso Shriyaha. Translation. After everything was executed exactly as directed by Lord Shiva, Daksha's body was joined to the head of an animal meant to be killed in the sacrifice. Report. This time all the demigods and great sages were very careful not to irritate Lord Shiva. Therefore, whatever he asked was done. It is specifically said there that Daksha's body was joined to the head of an animal, a goat. So that's, previous age that they had different sacrifice. But in our age, the sacrifice is this chanting of the holy name. And sometimes Prabhupada said like that. The devotees came back in the early days and they said, Prabhupada, we had a program but not many people came. But Prabhupada's encouraging him, no, the demigods are there. The Lord Shiva is there. Maybe you don't see them, but they're there. They come. They're attracted to this Sankirtan movement. Just like here, we read how Lord Shiva is ecstatic in calling out, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So just stick to this principle of Sankirtan Yagya, of hearing and chanting. And distributing books is also chanting. Therefore Prabhupada was encouraged when he saw his disciples distributing books. That this is the real broadcasting the message. The Mridanga may be heard only in one block, but the book distribution can go on in thousands of places at once. Okay, any comments, questions?
Regarding the last point you made, like the Mridanga sound can be heard one block. Sometimes on Harinam I wonder what's the... sorry, let me formulate this. What's the significance of people hearing actually the syllables of the holy name, like hearing the holy name and understanding that, okay, what those people are saying? Because, oftentimes they don't even understand the mantra. Or they
No,
just
that's
hear some
okay.
music.
Just by hearing it they can benefit, if they appreciate it. They don't necessarily have to know the words. The mantra has the effect of purifying them. What's the example given? I can't remember, but
The medicine taken.
oh, right. Like a medicine, you may not know what it is or how it works, but if you take it, you'll get relief from the disease. So similarly, the disease is cured by the loud chanting of the holy name. So if they appreciate it, then they're being cured. Of course, if they don't like it, that verse is there, 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, how the demons run hither and thither when they hear the holy name. So that's also there. But that's their problem. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Thank you for the lecture and for being here in Simhachalam. It's amazing. We are like, we see that next generations are coming up, and you as a veteran of ISKCON, what would you like to see more in the next generation that they should develop more, that you see might be missing?
Well, I found in the later part of my life that these bhajans are very sweet, and they give me nourishment. So I've learned a few. You see that. So that one thing I've added to my schedule or my service is to learn a few bhajans, and everybody knows Jai Radha Madhava, but I can't. This is maybe just my old age. I don't have the energy to go out and preach like I did when I was your age, but something to think about if some of you have time during the day or in the evening or in the morning, anytime, that you can have a group of you learn some of these bhajans and sing them daily. Actually, now that I think about it, we did sing these even when I was a book distributor and going out for 7-8 hours a day. We would come back in the evening and we would do some bhajans and then have class. So that's how I learned some of them. So you can incorporate them into your life without much disruption. Rather, it'll add to your sense of well-being. Because these bhajans are not written by ordinary people. Narottam Das Thakur, so many bhajans he's written. What kind of personality he was. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, so many bhajans he's written. And all of them, deep meaning. This Govinda Das that we're chanting, Bhaja Hare Mana, such a deep meaning is there. So we are sitting and relaxed and chanting without too much effort, not like dancing in the kirtan wildly, but it's still, the effect is that you can learn philosophy and you become peaceful. That's my experience. Otherwise, don't become discouraged if things don't turn out the way you expect. That we should understand. We're in the neophyte stage, we're students, there's always going to be some mistakes, but we should persevere, not be discouraged that sometimes we see ourselves lacking. We can't seem to get past this one, you can say material desire or prompting of Maya, but don't become too discouraged and stop chanting. Just keep up and gradually you get a higher taste. Without getting a higher taste, it's very difficult to give up mundane sex life. But those who have a higher taste, then it's easy. You see it for what it is. Rubbing genitals is not so attractive. But it looks attractive because it's 99% in the mind. But the physical, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati talks about the ugliness of the reproductive organs. They're not so beautiful, right? Like every man's attracted to the vagina, but if you look at it, like they made a car that looked like a vagina and it didn't sell. Etzel, I know that's the history there. So, why are we so attracted? It's mostly in the mind. Of course, the breasts of a woman do attract a man. Prabhupada talks about that. But still, like Sankaracharya, he says, what are these breasts of the woman? They're capillaries, milk glands, and if you look deeply, you see, why are you attracted to them? They're just forms of flesh, which are dwindling like all other flesh. Nobody's attracted to the old lady whose breasts are just flat. But they're all going to end up like that. So why are we so attracted? So this is a challenge. We don't say it's easy. A man is naturally attracted. And a woman is attracted also to the man, long arms, that he can hold me and protect me. Women like to feel protected. And so they think of this man, if he held me in his arms, then I would be safe. But there's no safety there. Only safety is at the lotus feet of the Lord. And the best way to get to the lotus feet of the Lord is chanting His holy name. Okay, anyone else? We'll stop here. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.